rabbit is going. The way it did is not long ago, you got to put it that way until the blood pressure goes. You can see how hot it is now. But this thing started around 5 o'clock. I believe it for those who are in this area, they will think that a flood is coming around. And once it was about 8, it stopped. Then it became dark after about 9. And suddenly it's sunny. And to think that the surveillance of Lagos, the meeting will have it. But I thank God for putting your hands to still come. Hear one for this sacrifice in Jesus' name. Amen. Brethren, we want to finish our discussion on Joseph today. But before we do, I know that some of you are wondering about the news that will be making the rounds over all the news networks. I'm talking about that which is going on now in Israel and that area. The only reason I want to address it is just to keep your minds at ease and not to allow anybody to start preaching something to you. Yes, you are aware of what happened, how Israel attacked Lebanon, and as a result of that attack, the head of Hezbollah was killed. You may be wondering, what does that mean? If you are listening to the major networks, all they're really talking about is, oh, what is going to happen next? Is there going to be an explosion in the whole of that region, Mid East region in particular? That is what they are bothered about. Oh, Hezbollah people are doing, how are they going to react? How is Iran, the chief backer, going to react? And all of that. What happened just now? So people are wondering what's going to happen. I don't want you to bother yourself too much about that. One thing you must know though is that Israel is the prophetic time clock of God. Everything that we see happening on this earth in these last days, if you want to have an idea what exactly is going on, are you sure these ones can carry this thing? Yes, sir. Sure. Whatever is happening in the world today, in these last days, if you want to have a good understanding of it, just go to the Bible. Nothing is happening because of America or Russia or China or whatever. or United Kingdom, absolutely not. Everything you want to have understanding, look towards Israel. That is God's, as I said earlier, prophetic time clock for this world. Everything that is going to happen, just check it out. And if you are going to check it out, there's only one place you are going to check it out from, that is the Bible. It's unfortunate that majority of those who call themselves Christian organizations, they have been attacking Israel. The general overseers, the Pope, the archbishops, by whatever name or description you make of their titles, all of them have been attacking Israel. Oh, Israel is wicked, it's killing people, it's doing this, doing that. It's unfortunate. It is just to show you they don't understand why. That is all. All these things going on now. And I listened all through the nights to also the comments, the commentary from everywhere. Again, is condemnation of Israel. Nobody is remembering that Lebanon is not a party to the problem between Israel and the so-called Palestinians, and Hamas in particular. On October 7th last year, all of you know what happened. How those people made Israel to experience another Holocaust, same the one that happened under Hitler. On October 8th, while Israel was still counting its losses, this Hezbollah launched an attack on Israel from Lebanon, saying if you compute and Hamas. So all these people were attacking Israel since Friday night or Saturday. I think that they don't remember this. If we bring it to our own street language, people are concerned Lebanon inside the matter of Israel and Hamas or Gaza. The very next day, what did the world say? Nothing. And then Israel started warning. They tell these guys to stop. Because this is something between Israel and Hamas in Gaza. They said they will not. Eventually, because their neighbors to Israel from the northern part of Israel, Israel has had to evacuate Israeli towns and villages in that northern part. Over 70,000 of Israel's citizens were moved because Hezbollah was raining rockets and missiles on them. And finally, Israel said, enough is enough, we settled the matter. And you saw what happened in a week ago. I want to ask you, those of you who listen to the news or watch the news, and you saw how the pagers, and do you understand at the pagers? Is there anybody who doesn't understand what the pagers are? You see, the pagers are just like it's a piece of communication which is supposed to be secret in terms of which Hezbollah was using it. They didn't want their people to be using GSM, because they believe that the very intelligence will be called what they are saying. So they equip their forces with these pages. It's a very small thing. It's like half of this, just like this. But we send all the messages to their people, what they want them to do at any time. And they have them in their thousands, when they distribute to their people. All of a sudden last week, at the same moment, all those holding the pages exploded in their hands, or their pockets, in their pockets, or whatever. It caused a lot of problems to Hezbollah as an organization. Thousands were injured, a few hundreds were killed. While we were still talking about that, the very next day, all the walkie-talkies, are under communication guidance. I have one. You that I want to talk with, you also have another. So if I speak, you hear me, you can communicate. The next day, after the pages, all the Hezbollah people holding to their walkie-talkies, the walkie-talkies exploded in their hands. That completely scattered the communications network of Hezbollah as an organization. It's easy for those of you who are so scientifically inclined to say, oh, science. But I tell you, if you can just take people, you will not have got it on the place. The time to deal with Hezbollah had come. And so to deal with Hezbollah, you have to scatter their communication system, making it difficult for them to communicate. Because the other communication system available to them, Israel could easily get into it and decode it. And immediately this things happened, you observe again, Israel started bombing the locations where Hezbollah has stored its missiles and rockets. By popular reckoning, Hezbollah has between 150 to 200,000 missiles, all pointing to Israel. Pointing at Israel. All of this, of course, they come from Iran. Just know one thing. Iran is Muslim country, but it's Shia. You know, in Islam, you have Shia and you have Sunni. Those are the two major groups. Not that the other groups, but they are kind. But just name is Shia and Sunni. That's what they started right from the moment Muhammad died. I don't want to go to that moment. So, Iran is Shia. Hamas is Shia. Hezbollah is Shia. Then Iran has created two other coalitions, military units or militant units in Syria and Iraq. If I knew early enough that we were going to be inside today, I would have asked that to bring out our contact. Oh, is it there? Ah, okay. Is it possible to get that map showing these areas around Israel? So if you say Iran, Hamas, Hezbollah, they have never even defined that. All they have to is that Israel will cease to exist. And Islamic Republic should be established where you have the state of Israel today. Now, if you think about that, I want to ask you, does that in any way sound to you like the plan of God? Does it? That Israel should cease to exist? While Israel is the center of all that God is doing in the face of this place called earth. And these people are saying it must not exist. They are setting themselves up directly in opposition to God. Okay. Try to find it. Can you find it this way? Yeah? Okay, that is Israel. Start going upwards towards Lebanon. Yes. John, can you see Lebanon there? Yes. Okay, they're right. You see Syria, right? Yes. Then you see Iraq. Okay? Do you notice behind Iraq? Oh my goodness, am I seeing properly? Behind Iraq is Iran. Do you see that church? Yes. Then begin to talk as if you are coming back this way now. You come to Saudi Arabia. Okay. Where is Jordan? Can you look at Jordan? Okay. So okay, all right. So you can see Jordan, right, church? Then you can see Egypt. Then you see all that now after that is the Mediterranean Sea. Do you see all of that, church? Yes, sir. So you can see all these countries that Israel is just there. You just want Israel. You see where Israel is? So start from there. You see Mediterranean Sea, the Mediterranean Sea. Then you see Lebanon. From there you go to Syria, you go to Iraq, you see Iran, then you see Saudi Arabia, you see Jordan, see Egypt, and then you are back into Israel. So Israel is that middle, and all of these places are all around Israel. So you look at now, you see where Lebanon is, right? You see where Israel is. Okay. Then look at Syria. So Iran is the power block behind these people who are Shiite. That's Iraq. Iraq is Shiite. In fact, the headquarters of Shiite Islam is Iraq. But Sunni, that you dealing with Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is Sunni. And the complication in this that's going on is that all these nations, apart from Iran, are Arab, Islamic and Arab. But Saudi Arabia is Sunni, Jordan is Sunni, Egypt is Sunni, but they're all Islamic countries. And you know that Egypt and Jordan, they have a peace accord with Israel. Saudi Arabia and Israel were about to sign a peace accord, and that was why Hamas attacked when it attacked, so as to stop that from happening. And who asked them to attack? Iran. Iran is the power bloc behind all of these things. Today, Iran has become a nuclear power, or is 90-something% to becoming one. American diplomacy got into an order Obama. They will have made sure that the sanctions stayed. Obama came and this unfinished him, and Biden came and did the same, and that enabled Iran to behave in the way they stopped the inspectors from coming to their place and started developing this place rapidly. But Israel made it very clear to them, because Israel has nuclear weapons as well, even though they never admit it. But all of us know that it's a nuclear power. So what you see there now is Iran is pushing these people. First, Hezbollah. Hezbollah is Iran's main force in the Middle East. Is the main thing that is doing the bidding of Iran. That is why it has the most advanced weapons. The missiles that Hezbollah has, they are exceptionally modern. And this attack you see happening now is because Israeli intelligence discovered that last Monday, the Monday after when the pagers and the working office exploded, Iran had primed Hezbollah to launch an attack in northern Israel to do exactly what Hamas did to Israel on October 7 last year. That was the plan. Israeli intelligence got to know about it, and that's why Israel struck to make sure it did not happen. They were not expecting it. They thought Israel was totally unaware, and then this happened, and they were in trouble. Now, Iran is afraid to join in the battle, because whereas America is remaining neutral in the sense that it will not fight for Israel. But if Iran enters into the fray, America already has its military around them in the Mediterranean that will fight. So Iran does not want to take on America and Israel at the same time. They will destroy us. So it's using those places, Lebanon, Hamas in Palestine, and then Syria and Iraq, which are set on its military groups there, and it's feeding them with all these weapons. So immediately those explosions happened, Israel started destroying all those missile sites of Hezbollah. They look at the game plan of Israel. You know, whoever they are looking for has been, and since this year, the should also have, they've been killing the leaders of Hezbollah and Hamas. Even the political leader Hamas with Israel assassinated him in Iran when he went for the inauguration of the nuclear union of Iran. And then the major commanders of Hezbollah, in eliminating them. So what happened now this weekend was that Netanyahu was going to Western United Nations, like all these rest of states. It is United Nations General Assembly going on now. So rest of states will go and say what they have to say. It's the plan. Netanyahu went, they had fixed the time when he will speak. And shortly, just before going into the assembly, from his hotel room in New York, he gave the order that this assassination of the Hamas leaders would proceed. Then he went and delivered the speech. While he was delivering the speech, his aides standing responded to him regarding the way he finished the speech. He said he was not saying that America again. He left America and returned to Israel. Plan. They knew that the head of Hezbollah would be somewhere at the time that the United Nations. And they followed him to the point where he would be. And they knew that that address of the man will keep him there. If you listen to the address of Netanyahu, you notice that he was totally defiant to the world. So nobody, you can't dictate to me how I fight. You know, and that same time, America said they did not know about this assassination of the man. The aircraft were already over Lebanon to do the job when the defense minister, Gamat of Israel, called the defense minister of America and said, we are bombing. So here they are bombing one this man is free. The detail is because they are in America, because America will have stopped it. And when they now ask them, why did you tell America? They said, we don't need to tell America how to fight our fight. So we welcome their assistance, the materials. So they knew that will be there, listening. They will not be anywhere else except there. And that was why something has gone wrong. Where is it? Okay, he's back. So they knew they will be there. And then they launched the attack. Remember that Israel has always said, when they are killing civilians, how will the civilians die? Because Hamas, Hezbollah, all their lessons to operate from are in mosques, churches, schools, hospitals, and civilian places. That's why they hide all their toilets are under those things. Where Israel discovered to be the central headquarters of Hezbollah was in a place underneath the house in Beirut, the capital of Lebanon. But the headquarters, in terms of location of activity of Hezbollah, is not Beirut. It's just next door to Israel. It's the southernmost part of Lebanon, sharing a border with Israel. But they had to go to Beirut. That's where we miss it. So we had to bomb 6 buildings. And they use some unbelievable weapon. I was looking at the thing last night. Child. The thing will go down 30 meters and blow up everything underneath. No, it doesn't matter the conflict. So 6 houses there, and Israel that nobody is survived. For those who were there for 5 years and this, at the end of it, I was telling them what happened. And I said, I'm sure before dawn, you will hear that the man died. Because there's no way anybody will speak to them. And truly, the man was just that man. So what is the point? Now, Israel immediately started attacking other locations where they had all those thousands of missiles. Early this morning, they attacked Jerusalem with missiles. But Israel managed to put down some of them. So the world is saying, okay, those who are following Nasrallah, the assassinated leader, that what they do, they are going to use those weapons now against Israel. And if they do, they are going to be serious Mahara. Okay, so what will happen? So I'm giving you the story of the developments up to now. Now, just to come to the Bible. If you remember all that you have said concerning the covenant between Abraham and God when he gave him the promised land, and removed over there to Joshua. Can anybody, I think, can you find Joshua 1? Yeah, that's right. Find Joshua 1. I'm not sure if that telling the 6 of 7. Well, God was telling Joshua, repeating that covenant he made it with Abraham. He said that 6 of 7. Joshua 1.
Joshua 1:6.
God 1:6. Okay, on it.
Be strong and of good courage, for unto these people shalt thou divide.
Please not again.
Be strong and of a good courage, for unto these people shalt thou divide for an inheritance the land.
That is God talking to Joshua now, telling him about, Joshua, Moses was dead. Now, Joshua is going to lead the Israelites into the promised land. Okay? So God is not saying to him, your boss is dead. The mantle of leadership has fallen upon you. This is the instruction of God to the priesthood.
Be strong and of a good courage, for unto these people shalt thou divide for an inheritance the land,
With the Israelites,
which I swear unto their fathers to give them.
uh-huh.
Only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do accordingly to all the law which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper whensoever thou goest. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do accordingly to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of a good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed. For the Lord thy God is with thee, whithersoever thou goest.
Okay, there's a place where he gave the land. I'll find it as I keep talking to you, I'll look for it. I just want to prove to you that among the places mentioned by God, as part of the land, promised land, Lebanon is mentioned. You see? So when you look at the map that our brother showed to us. You will see where I told you, you have Israel, then you have the Mediterranean Sea, and then you need to move from Mediterranean Sea, you come to Lebanon on top of Israel, you move to the right, you come to Syria, then you move again, you come to Iraq, you come down, get to Arabia, Saudi Arabia, get to Jordan, to Egypt, and you're back into Israel. In Genesis, is it 15:8? What is it? Is it 15:8? 15:18, something.
Genesis 15:18.
Yes.
In the same day, the Lord made a covenant with Abraham, saying, unto thy seed have I given this land, from the river of Egypt unto the great river, the river Euphrates, the Canaanites and the Kenizzites and the Kadmonites, and the Hittites and the Perizzites and the Rephaims, and the Amorites and the Canaanites and the Girgashites and the Jebusites.
Okay, so just I wanted to stress the 18th talking about the land again.
Genesis 15:18.
The 15, right?
15:18.
Yes.
In the same day, the Lord made a covenant with Abraham, saying, unto thy seed have I given this land, from the river of Egypt unto the great river.
The Euphrates is in a place called Iraq. That is the land that God gave to them. So bring me Joshua 1:4. That's what I was looking for. Joshua 1:4.
Joshua 1:4.
Yes.
From the wilderness and this Lebanon,
You see?
even unto the great river, the river Euphrates, all the land of the Hittites, and unto the great sea toward the going down of the sun shall be your coast.
Good. The Great Sea is Mediterranean. From
Lebanon.
Lebanon. Thank you. You can see the whole place now. That's the land that God gave Israel. That's the land. But today, we are just looking at one tiny little place. So what is the point? If you open your Bibles to Ezekiel 28, if you look at the boundary, as you can see here, between Israel and Lebanon, it is not showing too much here, but you will observe, if you are looking at it properly on the bigger map, northern Israel enter into Lebanon. You find a town called Tyre, Tyre. You will find another place called Sidon. These are areas close to the border with Israel. Anything between 10 and 20 miles. And if you now look at Ezekiel 28, you see what God said here. Ezekiel 28, verse, let's read Ezekiel 28, verses 20 to 24. Are we there?
Yes, sir.
Ezekiel 28, 20 to 24. Ready? Read.
Again, the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Babylon, and prophesy against it, and say, thus saith the Lord,
Behold, I save thee, O Zion, and I will be glorified in the midst of thee, and they shall know that I am the Lord, when they shall know his spirit in her, and shall be sanctified in her. For I will send into her sustenance and blood into her spirit, and the wounded shall rejoice in the midst of her, and the sword upon her from every side. And they shall know that I am the Lord, and there shall be no more reaping brother unto the mouth of Israel, nor any beauty done, for all that that destroyed them, and they shall know.
Very clear, doesn't it? Does anybody really need to explain that? See them there representing Lebanon. This same prophecy against Israel, you find a similar one of that in both Isaiah and Jeremiah. On Tyre and Sidon are two major cities of Lebanon, and they are the coast of the Mediterranean coast, but close to Israel. God is saying to them, I'm going to deal with you, that there will be nothing to trouble Israel again from your side. All these bears are fake stones. Can you take some of the to be keeping your vote? So I'm going to remove all of that. Now the question is this what it is? Is that what is starting now? Knowing that Israel is the prophetic time clock of God. Is it what you are saying now? So let's move to Psalm 83. Psalm 83. The Psalm of Asaph, prophet from the Psalm of David. And I've dealt with this before with you. I hope you still remember. Are we all there?
Yes, sir.
We are going to read the whole chapter. Is only 18 verses, and they're short verses. Are we all there?
Yes, sir.
Psalm 83. Begin to read from verse 1 to verse 18. Ready? Read.
Keep not thy silence, O God, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For though thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head.
Remember, this is the prophecy. It's not everything that is happening at that time. Certainly not. It's not happening at that time at all. It is just a prophecy. Prophecy of my Asaph. So he's saying, look, God, these are your enemies. So you see, they lifted their head. You know what? They're saying, who you be? We can operate without you. So do something. Verse 3.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
Who are the people of God?
Israel,
Good. Continue.
and consulted against thy needy ones.
The hidden ones don't have Israel as well.
They have said, come and let us cut them off for being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
You see now? These people that Asaph is prophesying about, their main purpose is that Israel should be cut off as a nation, and on the name of Israel, not remember again, now was Israel will cease to be a nation. Okay? All right. Where are we? Where are we?
5.
Read.
For they have consulted together with one consent. They have iniquity.
Confederate means they've joined together, they have their army together, they can operate together. Exactly what I've just been telling you using that map. Okay, we are going to find out who they are now. Go on.
The tabernacles of Edom
Huh?
and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarites, Gebal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines, the inhabitants of Tyre. Out of also is joined with them. They are also the children of Lot.
Stop.
Do
Stop. So let me now explain who they are. Verse 6. The tabernacles of Edom, the Edomites, the descendants of Esau. You find them today, partly in the area of Egypt, the Sinai, and partly in the land of Jordan today. So do you remember what you saw on the map? But I think you put that map on, please. Okay. So let's now. The tabernacles of Edom. So if you look at the map, you will see where Egypt is, and then you see where Jordan is. That area, southern Egypt into northern Jordan. Okay, that's the area of Edom, Esau. The Ishmaelites, these are descendants of Ishmael, and that means Arabia. You understand?
Yes.
So you can see Arabia on that map, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Moab, that is in Jordan today. The Islamic kingdom of Jordan, that is Moab. You can see it on the map, right? But you can see Jordan. You can see Jordan.
Yes,
You can see the location. All
Yes.
right. All right. What's the next one? Hungarians. I'm sure you know, you can figure that out. Hungarians, they are coming from Hagar. You remember Hagar?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hagar, where did she come from?
Egypt.
Egypt. So you see Egypt there.
Yes, sir.
So you can see them. All right. Geba. Geba, I know you're not familiar with that. Geba today is a town called Byblos in Lebanon. You know, it is 20 miles north of Beirut. Beirut is the capital of Lebanon. So this Geba, which today is called Byblos, is 20 miles north of Beirut. Where is Beirut? Lebanon. Can you see a map? Can you see all of this represented there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's the next one?
Ammon.
Ammon. Ammon, of course, is the kingdom of Jordan. Okay? Ammon is kingdom of Jordan today. Amalek. That's again in the Negev area of Egypt, and a little bit of it comes into Jordan as well. What's the next one? Philistines. Philistines is what, that's what you call Gaza. Okay? That Gaza Street on the coast of Mediterranean. That is what is Philistines. They call themselves a part of the so-called Palestinians today. What's the next one? Tyre. Tyre, of course, as I told you some minutes ago, that's in Lebanon. All right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next one. Assur. Assur is simply Syria and Iraq today. So do you see all of these places? Do you notice where they are? They are the nations surrounding what's happening here. They are the nations surrounding Israel. And they are all Arabs. Do you have my church?
Yes, sir.
They are all Arabs. And they are Muslim countries. That is why the Bible refers to them as the countries round about. Do you understand that language of the Bible now?
Yes, sir.
Even as you saw in Ezekiel 28 that we read. So it's referring to these places on the map. This prophecy that Hassan gave is referring to those places. Okay, so where are we next?
9.
Let us read. Ready.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites, and to Sisera, as to Jamin, at the brook of Kishon, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth, made their nobles like Oreb, and like Zillah, yea, all their princes as Zebah and as Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession.
Now it's talking about
God, make them like a
hold
king as a stubble before the
stop.
Lord.
All these people mentioned are kings of countries that went into battle with Israel during that Exodus journey. And God gave Israel victory over them. So their kings' names are mentioned there, right? And no, verse 12 says, they said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. You want to take what belongs to Israel. And now, from 13, we see something different. The prayer of Asaph, the prophecy. Read.
Oh my God, make them like a wheel, as the storm before the wind, as the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains of the fire.
So
Persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy sword. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded and be forgotten forever. Yea, let them be put in shame and perish. That men may know that thou, whose name alone is Jehovah, and the Most High, over all the earth.
This is prophecy.
Prophecy.
Yes.
It's not clear.
Yeah?
It's not clear.
Yes, so good. The man is prophesying about the end time. And what he's prophesying about, people misunderstand this chapter 83 of Psalm. They think it's prayer, but it's actually prophecy concerning the end time. What he's saying here, they persecute them with their tempest, make them afraid with their storm, fill their faces with shame, that they may see thy name, O Lord. What does it mean that they may seek thy name, O Lord? He said, make them to renounce their God. All these countries around, what is their religion?
Islam.
Islam. And this prophet is about let them turn around and worship the God of Israel. And for that to happen, you have to eliminate them militarily. So everything you see going on now is to bring this matter to that end, whereby there's going to be a block in that area that we saw on that map. And only those countries, there is no Arab nation anywhere outside of them. Go check. Everything Arab is finished there. What is the relationship of the Arabs with the Jews? Exactly. The of the same one man, Abraham, is only there. So what you see going on now, it must come to pass that these cousins must fight. They can't avoid it. My prayer, your prayer cannot avoid it. My prayer, your prayer cannot avoid it. These cousins, the Jews and the Arabs, they are going to fight this fight. Why? This thing is just about to prove who is God, Jehovah or Allah. That's all. But look at the direction it's taking. Bombs, missiles, all of these things. But bottom line is that matter is going to be proved. Who is God? So you see what he was saying there. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Seek thy name. What's the name of the Lord? Jehovah. These people, Asaph is concerned about, the name of their God is Allah. He said, make them to seek their face Jehovah. Let them be confounded. Let them be put to shame. So that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Jehovah, are the most high over all the earth. But look at the countries, this another map. You can see something there. But this is happening before you and me today. I looked at only news. But it's not news. It is happening. The question that I cannot answer is, what is happening since this weekend? Is that the beginning of it? I can't answer that. We have to wait. Remember that Iran is there, right? Yes. Huh? Can you see Iran there? Iran is not Arab. They're different. They are Persians. In fact, that was their name until 1935. From Bible time to 1935, what we call Iran today was Persia. It was 1935, from Bible days, that name was changed to Iran. You remember a famous person from there, right? Who? Huh? Persia. What name can you remember linked with Persia? From Bible days, from Bible. Eh? No, Prince of Asia is people. Esther. And if you mention Esther, what's the other man? Exactly. I haven't been to Iran, but someone told me that the grave of Esther is there in Iran. They preserve it, and they are proud to call her their queen. But was Esther Persian?
No.
What was she?
Jew.
Do you understand? When you talk about the wise men who went to Jerusalem, that's why they stand for. So the link has already been there. Now, concerning that man, when this issue is settled, and those nations around Israel will now seek the name of the God of Israel, that problem is settled. The family of Abraham is now brought back together. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
This is what this whole matter is all about.
But the purpose of the war is to bring back God to together.
But look at the direction it is passing. Now, what will now take place? Iran is the big guy behind it pushing these things. Iran is Islamic, it's not Arab. Therefore, shortly after all this happens, you will now find another war arising. This one that will arise next will have mainly Islamic countries, but not Arabic, not Arab. That is the war that is described in Ezekiel 38 and 39. Otherwise called the war of Gog and Magog. They are Islamic countries, but they are not Arab. And that is what this was into Armageddon. And we will come to the end of everything. So what is going to make this war of cousins to start? That's the question now. Is it this thing that I just started this last weekend? Or is everything going to cool off and another crisis to come again? That is the thing that no man can answer now. But as I said earlier to start, I said Israel is God's prophetic time clock. Everything that's happening in this world today, just look in the direction of Israel to find it. So we don't know where this is or this is not. If you look at what is going on in America, this is the election now. Is it a woman or is it Trump? Again, whether you believe it or not, it's still part of Bible about to fulfill. Whatever happens as a result of this election is going to have something to do with the wahala that is going to start from the moment these causes start blowing up one against the other.
But the prophecy of Abraham has come to pass, that one is sure. Concerning
You can't say it has come to pass. The sixth prophecy is that a woman will come to power in America. And Branham went on to explain that it could be a literal woman or it could be a church. If it's a church, then it's about Roman Catholicism. Okay, the thing is on the screen already. But it could also be woman. We are not sure yet. But this is going to determine what it is. This election will determine this. And once that sixth vision comes to pass, remember the entire 1 to 5 visions that have already been fulfilled. And exactly as he gave it in 1933.
yeah, but this one, you see exactly.
Huh?
This one is protected the president.
No. It's not. The president Biden is capping. But not the leader.
Yes, I'm sorry, question about.
Okay.
He says, sir, is the work of the court series what you have been referring to as the WTR?
Yes. That is what it is. Because it's about territorial declaration. That's why I said we should read Genesis 15, 18, right?
Yes.
And then Joshua 1:4. To give us an idea of what God had in mind when he said, I give promised land. The promised land that God gave to Israel is not the land that we are talking about today. The promised land that God gave to Israel stretches from the Nile River in Egypt onto the Euphrates River in Iraq. That is what is the promised land. But look at where Israel is, tiny place. And the world is saying that Israel should further divide that tiny place between Israel and the Palestinians. This is what the problem is. America, United Nations, everybody are saying only solution, and they use the expression only solution. The only solution is a two-state creation in the present place called Israel. One state belonging to Israel, the Jews, one state belonging to the so-called Palestinians, the Arabs, and Muslims. Now, when you look at the place that the state should belong to the Palestinians, these Arabs, can't be united. You can look at it there. When you look at the place that they want to give the Palestinians, you who have been reading the Bible, you will know that it is the place where everything about the Jews you know in the Bible, that's where you're called. That's where that's here. That's where this happened. That's where that happened. All of them are in that land, and they're saying now, give it to the Muslims. So Israel is asking, so what do we really get? What is the man? What is left in that man? Well, you take away Judea and Samaria. When we come to look at the prophecy of Jacob, which is what I wanted to talk about today before this happened. When you come to look at the prophecy of Jacob concerning his 12 sons, you start asking yourself, how can you link that to what United Nations, America, France, Britain, China, Russia, all they are saying to you? It does not make any sense. But they are calling the only solution. And they call it the only solution because they have chosen not to accept the primacy of the Bible. Don't bring your Bible into United Nations now. No, we don't want to see that. You know what? Leave God out of it. If you leave God out of it, you want his church. So this is what this problem is all about. That is why we must be asking ourselves now, this thing that just happened, because of the kind of weaponry that is available to Hezbollah. If Hezbollah, I told you at the beginning, but I'm closing now, 150 to 200,000 of these missiles are located on mountains, in bunkers, on the ground, everything. All of them pointed at Israel. Yes, Israel has what we call the Iron Dome. So when these are coming, the Iron Dome will attack them before the land to explode. The Iron Dome of Israel can never take care of all of these things when they release them. Now, imagine, because remember, these people are saying Israel should not exist. Imagine if these Iron Domes and Hezbollah military is highly trained and they fought in many wars, they are very experienced. Imagine if they now attack, they now start firing these things and they blow up, say, for example, the Knesset, which is the parliament of Israel. How do you think Israel is going to take it? Think Israel will start going to the United Nations to complain? Is that what you think? What if the missile goes to hit the Western Wall, what the Jews call the Wailing Wall, which is the only thing left of the temple, that wall, and that's why the Jews go to. But that wall is only a temple, it's a remnant from that temple. That's what the Jews do. And they've been doing this since 70 AD. 70 AD to now is how many years? Is it not 21? 20, yeah. 2024, 2024 was 70. What does it mean? 2024 minus 70. 1,954. So for 1,954 years now, Israel has had only that war. It's just a war. It's just an outer perimeter. It's not even part of the temple itself. But just the perimeter and the temple itself. That's what you see the perimeter. They do like this. That's what they have. And from AD 70 to now, every day, prayers are offered up in Israel 3 times a day, asking God to give them back their temple. It's the only thing remaining for Israel to be fulfilled as a nation. Now, if this Hezbollah missiles go and hit that place now, what do you have? Do you see, look at what is on the screen now? See what I'm saying here, not in here.
Yes.
If they heal Knesset, Parliament of Israel, or they heal the living world, this thing we are seeing now, which is the dome of the rock, located where Solomon's temple was. Solomon, was he Arab or Jew?
Jew.
Jew. So do you think that Israel will spare this place?
No.
That it will blow it up within 1 minute. And if Israel does that, then all these other Islamic countries, they will rise. Because that place we just saw is the third holiest shrine in Islam. After Medina, Mecca and Medina. That's the third holiest. There's no way that it's not going to erupt in serious war all over the place. So then what I've said today, what we have discussed today, is to say to ask ourselves, what is happening now? Within these, in this world, because this, and with that one, now leads to another war that will lead to another one. Remember, somewhere in between all of this, the rapture is going to take place. And we shall be out of here. I hope you catch what I'm trying to say, church. This is the reason why I'm saying we should look at these things, and maybe we can use it to explain to some people, our friends, our colleagues, and so on and so forth. So they have an understanding where this world is at the moment. It's in discussions. We don't know. What is clear is that there's not going to be anything countries from that. It's not going to be peace. No matter what you talk about peace, it's not going to be anywhere. If the sixth vision turns out fulfilled, they'll have only the seventh vision. And the seventh vision simply shows the destruction of America. And suppose someone can say, it don't happen. They will ask me why it don't happen. 7 visions, 5 have already happened. Exactly as said. I think it's the fourth one about the cars and the scientific things. Because I can't remember what the last one.
Yes. Show the great advance in science that will come after the second one.
When among the things said to us was that there will be cars without drivers, and people will be inside and the car moving. If you know the amount of abuse that we have got from the world for saying this, from the video, they said, you see, you didn't go to school because you have gone to school. You have known that it's not possible. The abuse shaking under the back. And everybody said that today. They are moving now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You order that say right.
Now.
One.
Governance part.
Huh?
Yes, because
People were shouting.
Okay. But when this man said in 1933, the world that you see, all the next false prophet, this, that. when it talks about women and their passion and their fashion, and that's what the gender of women.
Yes.
Their fashion, again, they are these things. But everything is said about women and their clothes, that's what you are seeing today. So women are going about thinking. They said it's the ones want their man life. No, it's nice. So if this one about this woman coming to power in America, then it happens, it's only 30 something days to the election. Which of 30 something days. So you soon know, whatever it is crucial to what you and I are believing. If it works out that way, let's get ready. Because the next thing that will happen, the America will blow up. Yeah, no worry. Some of the time we can talk about it because I was closed down. So all these things are happening now. Brothers, sisters, we close down, but we are heading towards Armageddon. And before Armageddon, you and I will be out of here in that great glorious rapture that is coming. May that be our portion in Jesus' name. And so, Father, we thank you for today. We thank you, Lord God Almighty, for blessing us with your word. Take all the glory, take all the honor, take all the nation of thanksgiving, O God. In the name of Jesus. Amen. My Father, my God, you have spoken to us today. Give us some more information, give us some more knowledge. Reveal your word to us. And use us to be able to share this with others. That mankind will come to understand that the Bible is real, is true, and that you are Lord and our God, you are our name. And that whatever you have spoken must come to pass. Let that be our portion to you in the mighty name of Jesus. We thank you for guiding us together. We thank you for bringing us to see another week at more times time. The week that will lead us into another month, the month of October 2024. We are grateful and thankful to you. We are all journeying towards the end. To help us, O God Almighty, that our own journey will end at the rapture. And we shall not be there to witness all the things that is going to be one from it. Let us work according to the word and give us healing. When you form our bodies, you form them properly. Take away all the ailments that you sickness and destruction. Try the gospel of life for us. For Jesus Christ, arise, O Lord God, and come down and show us light. For the time to save us down and good Lord, not subject to your name. That it be the time to save us in ground. For here the same time is come, we are saying, let it be our portion to Jesus Christ. Amen. Receive the grace blessing. The Lord bless and keep you. And Lord is faithful and forgive the nations unto you. Lord, which is confidence and we will bless you till his blessing peace. The grace.
May the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, the love of God, and the sweet fellowship of the Holy Spirit,
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Mighty David, Master Jesus.
Hallelujah.
Amen and amen.